ones, empaths, you've always been the prize. Don't believe the lies. Don't believe the devaluation. Don't believe who you think you are in your mind now. You have been through abuse. You have been through traumatic abuse, right? So you do not realize your worth. You do not realize your potential. You need to think back to who you were before the narcissist come in, how you was, how your spirit was, how you were happy. They groomed you. They wanted you to be this way. They wanted you to be dependent upon them. And I don't say groom lightly. Don't take the word groom lightly. They come in and they swoop in and they groom us to their liking. That's what they do. They groom us to their liking. They chip away at this bit. They twist us this way, twist us that way, you know, through their manipulation, through their gaslighting, through their devaluation. And there's one thing that they want us to know, right? That they want to instill in our minds, that we're chasing them. They want to put in our minds that we're punching for them. They want to put in our minds that they're above us. They want to put in our minds that they're looking down at us, when in reality, we've always been looking down at them. We've always been better than them. Put it down to pure basics, right? You're a good, loving, empathetic person. Yes, we're not perfect. No one's perfect, but you try your utmost. You try your best. And then on the flip side, you've got someone who lies, cheats, steals, manipulates, gaslights. Just look at the dynamics of it. You're a better person than them. You're the prize. They know that. And the reason is, through your ways and actions, through your honesty, through your authenticity, this makes them uncomfortable. I made a video about how you intimidate them. This is a form of intimidation, if you want to check that out, because we intimidate them through our good nature, through them getting the realization that we're everything they're not. So they try and shift the dynamics to make us believe that we need them. They make us codependent. They make us believe that we need them. But you've always been the prize. And the narcissist knew this from day one when they met you. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. Trust me, man. Just when you walked into their lives, when you know, they first laid eyes on you, they were like, wow. They were in awe. They saw the way, I know as an empath, the way that you have how you're articulate in certain ways of whether it's through your speech, through the way that you handle situations. You've got so many blessings bestowed upon you in the way that you are just in one-on-one interactions. Trust me, you don't realize it. You have got high value. You are a highly valuable person. And they knew this. They knew you were the prize. So they wanted to come in and they wanted to destroy that. They wanted you to make you believe that you're not that. They wanted to make you believe that they can move on fast. They come in, they contorted your heart, they contorted your mind, they chipped away at this bit, chipped away at that bit. We naturally start to become less and less supply for them. Because we're being abused, there's natural defense mechanisms that get put in place. So we start mirroring them. And subconsciously, we mirror them back to them exactly what they are. We become less patient with them. We haven't got that same potent supply who we once were. And then basically like, you know, Dr. Frankenstein, they create this monster out of us and they don't like the repercussions of it. They start to think, oh, I don't like how they've become. So they've done all this manipulation, gaslighting, totally ruining us as individuals. And when I say ruin, not entirely, so I'll get to that, but They make us into what they want us to be. Then they want us to be how we were before. They want us to be how we were when we first met them. But remember, it's very hard to stay on a straight path with a narcissist. Straight, is that the right description? Like a level, to stay level with a narcissist. It's very hard to stay at that same rate because they're draining us of everything. It makes us not stay at that same path. Back to that point where I mentioned that they ruin us, and I said not entirely. The reason they don't ruin us entirely is because we're going to be the prize once again, right? We're always the prize, right? So even when we were devalued, we're still the prize in their eyes because they know what we are, they know what they've done, they know that we haven't even really awoken to it yet. Or maybe you've awoken now. But what I mean is, by they haven't ruined us entirely, is we're going to actually evolve now through the abuse. We have resilience as a chosen one and an empath. We have resilience. We've got the ability to take what life has given us and remold the life and our world around us into the shapes that we want it. And we'll manifest what we want in this life. And we will go forward. And I'm not saying manifest in the we're giving everything that we want, but I'm saying we're able to take what we've been dealt and we're able to take the positive out of the situation. We're able to take the positive. And this is why they don't ruin us. So what I say to you is, the narcissist is not the prize. Get it out of your mind. I've made videos yesterday, if you want to check them out, about not pursuing them. About the way to get the narcissist not to miss you is once you actually go in the opposite direction. So I won't go too much into that. But we need to go into the opposite direction and stop chasing after them. They're not the prize. The longer you stay in the mindset of chasing after them, even though deep down in the true essence of the situation, you're the prize, in the physical reality, in the 3D realm, they're appearing as you're pursuing them. They're appearing as the prize. Okay? Just know that you've been put through abuse. Some of you have been pushed so far that you've had to cut ties with them. Some of you have been discarded. I just want you to know that it's because your supply is not as potent as it once was. And they thought, I've got them in a position now where they're dependent upon me. I can go off into the world and I can go and sleep with numerous people. I can go and indulge with other people. And they're always going to want me. That's what they think. So that's why I say it's crucial for you to put your heels in the ground, turn around and go the other way. Stop pursuing them. That's why it's crucial, you see. But remember, even though we got manipulated and gaslit and our supply got smaller, remember these are unsatisfiable creatures, right? A whole relationship between companions and marriage, there's ups and downs. It's not all just a straight path, you know? There's ups and downs. But when you're trying to put that narcissist in this dynamic, they're taking you on ups and downs, lefts and rights, twists and turns, doing all sorts of behavior towards you, so you do not know where you really are, you know? And never ever say, oh no, my supplies ran out. It's me, it's me, it's me. I don't want you to pick up that part of the stick in what I'm trying to deliver in this message here. Our supply goes because no one's meant to be around someone and leech off their energy for extended amounts of time. Do you know how long some of us lasted in these relationships? Some of us lasted decades. Some of us lasted a few years. Some of us lasted 10 years. However long, right? that we put up with extended amounts of abuse, and our supply stayed potent for an extended amount of time. But as I said, I do mention this quite frequently, once they think we're a dependable source of supply, and regardless of what they do in their lives, we will be there with open arms. This is where we need to stop portraying ourselves in that way. They need to know the repercussions of their actions, right? They need to know the repercussions of their actions for lying, for gaslighting you, for manipulating you. They need to know that there's severe ramifications, repercussions, whatever you want to call it, in place that is inevitably going to happen because they've pushed you too far. They need to know this. You have to lay down the law. Now, I'm not saying lay down the law now and giving them a chance to change now. I'm saying you lay down the law because you're the prize. You're the one that's highly sought after. Yeah, they need you more than you need them. That's the whole thing, that they put a spin on things and make us think we need them more than they need us. When in reality, they need us to survive. They need us to feed on, because they're little demonic creatures that feed on us, right? And that's why we got drained. Naturally, if you had a load of leeches off you sucking your blood, then we're going to be, our blood's going to be, we're going to have a loss of blood, right? These lot are vampires. They are that. They feast on our energy. They feast on our emotions. They don't reciprocate our emotions. They don't reciprocate our points of view. They don't reciprocate. They do silent treatment. They do all of these things. We're in a relationship with a shell. They're an empty void. There's nothing there. So this is why you are the prize. To go back to the title of the video, you are the prize. They are not the prize. The moment you embrace this message and you understand that, trust me, you can become a more evolved, spiritually evolved, and you can become a stronger person than you once were. You will get your youthfulness back, how you were in your younger days. You will be how you were in your younger days, but in a more enhanced version with high levels of discernment, for you to be able to filter out all the crap that life throws at you, all these dodgy people and that. You can filter them out, yeah? This is what will happen. And this is why you're going to be the prize, loud and clear, in the 3D realm, the spiritual realm. You will be the prize again. And I say the way that you do this is by letting them go, putting your heels in the ground and turning the other way. And if you want to hear me go into more description about that, as I mentioned earlier, you can find that in a couple of videos yesterday. I'm not sure which one it was exactly. Actually, both of them touch on it to some degree. But just know your worth, know your value. You deserve better. You don't deserve to deal with this crap. You don't deserve to deal with these types of individuals. Okay? You don't deserve that whatsoever. Okay? So you need to lay down the law, make it loud and clear that you no longer are interested in them. Even if you feel like you want them back in your lives, you need to fight against these emotions. They're not your emotions. They're stuff that they've instilled in you. You need to fight against what you think is right. You need to fight against the heart, soul, mind, spirit, because at the moment, they've brainwashed us to be conditioned to need them in our lives. You need to fight against what you think you know. You know, when you think something, but you don't really think it. You don't really know, or you think you know something, but you don't really know. This is the kind of brain fog they've left you in. So you need to fight against what you think is right. If you're thinking that you need them back in your lives, you actually don't need them back in your lives, then you need to go with that path. You know, this is the way you've got to deal with it. So anyway, I'll leave the video there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate every one of you commenting, liking, and just viewing the videos alone. I really appreciate it. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the details in the description box. And if you would like a one-to-one session, you can find the details in the description box as well. Anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.